Oh, hey. So, I wanted to tell you a little story. The other day I was going to get my meds, and I walked by my nephew's bedroom, and I saw him. He was watching something on the TV, and it looked kind of violent, and so I said, "Hey, nephew, what are you watching? That don't look appropriate." And he said, "Oh, no, don't you worry, Pappy. It's print, shoot, repeat." I said, "Print, shoot, repeat? What's that?" He said, "Oh, he's a YouTuber. He prints guns." I said, "What the heck? Oh, the stirrup stuck in stump jumpers? No freaking way. He's printing the guns from like a Epson? An HP?" He said, "No, Pappy. He's 3D printing the guns." I said, "Oh, you gotta be kidding me. He's got you mean to tell me he's printing that in his freaking living room? Holy shit." And I walked away, and I thought, well, I probably should learn how to do that.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Print, Shoot, Repeat. I know I've been gone for a few days. Thank you for bearing with me on my little hiatus. Had to finish some things, but we're back printing, shooting, and repeating stronger than ever, just like the signal, baby.
Yeah, that's right. Pappy's getting yoked. And you can get yoked too. Well, you can, but you can also get parts from KKindustry.com, which is where I got all the parts for this offer. You can use my code PSR to get 10% off your order, and it helps support me and the channel. Also, KK Industry is all made in the USA, so you can feel real good about your purchase and your gains. More! Oh, the missus gonna like that pump. Oh, alright, back to the video.
I get so many DMs asking me for files, and I never reply because there's a sense of glowiness. There's a bit of a glow to the DMs about the files, and I don't really want to go down that road. And as you know, every single person is a fed on the internet, all right? Pro tip. Now, I wanted to talk a little bit about these files we're talking about and some resources to find some of these things and some of my favorite YouTubers, some other 3D printing resources. I'm going to go through it. I'm going to try not to edit a whole lot of this. It's going to be kind of just quick fire. I got a little list of things. When I refer to funds, okay, we're going to do a little game where we replace the F with a G in our minds, okay? So when I talk about funds, you can guess what I'm talking about, okay? So where do we find the 3D fun files? Well, there's a number of different places, but I recently discovered an article that has an index of all of the FunCAD developers, okay? So what you're gonna do is, if you wanna find this article, you're gonna go into Google or your favorite search engine, but actually Google worked for me, and you're gonna type in FunCAD Developer Index, okay? Except, remember what I said? We're gonna replace the F with a G, allegedly, okay? Now, we're gonna replace the F with a G, and it's the FunCAD Developer Index. And when you Google that, let's try it again. Let's just try it again on my Google. Boom. First result, baby. Just tried it just now. The FunCAD Developer Index will get you to a list of a bunch of different accounts that you can find on the Odyssey. Now, I feel like if I mention the word, let's just talk about the Iliad and the Odyssey, the Homer epic, the Odyssey by Homer. That is where you can find some of these fun files, okay? Now, I know it's very cryptic, and I'm sorry, but I just don't want this to get buried in the YouTube algorithm. Speaking of the YouTube algorithm, give it a like. If you like the things that we're doing here, providing resources and fun and entertainment, give the like a big old slap in the face for me. And subscribe, baby, subscribe. Do you want to be into this weird and wacky world of 3D printing guns? Welcome, welcome. If you're new here, welcome, subscribe, thank you. All right, moving on. The next thing you should check out. Okay, so those are the fun files, okay? And I skipped ahead because what you should really be doing is going to this thing called the guide.controlpew.com. And that is a great place to learn how to get into the fun world of fun files and printing fun. Printing the funds. We love printing funds. So Control Pew is I would say he's the fun father, really, the 3D fun father. And he's the one that got me into this, really. I can thank both Jay Stark, the Popular Front documentary, Jay Stark, and Control Pew. Those three things really got me into 3D printing, and I want to give a huge shout out to Control Pew. So check out The Guide by Control Pew. Before you do anything, check out The Guide. Speaking of which, you should follow Control Pew on Instagram. I am very familiar with getting booted off of Instagram, unfortunately, and this has happened to my dear buddy Control Pew many times, and he keeps trying to recreate accounts, and now this scammer has been impersonating him and charging people and just completely scamming people. So f that guy. Follow Control Pew. I'll put his Instagram in the bio or in the comments. The next thing you should check out is Hoffman Tactical. Hoffman Tactical has a website, great resource. Also, just a good guy. He's on YouTube at Hoffman Tactical. The next thing, there are, if you want to get in on betas, the fun CAD betas, they are on Rocket Chat for Deterrence Dispensed, and they are on the Element Matrix for Are We Cool Yet? Those are like two big groups, but there are other beta groups too, but Rocket Chat is where a lot of the beta stuff happens. So in general, the Odyssey, Homer and the Iliad, the Odyssey is where you're going to find some of these fun files. Anyway, moving forward, another great creator and developer, designer, remixer who I like a lot is Booligan Shooting Sports. Great guy, fun YouTuber. You're probably familiar with him. Check his YouTube out if you haven't already. But he's also got a subscription site where you can take part in his beta projects, which are remixes of previous designs, a lot of them, and they're really cool. The Big Chungus, Cyber Chungus, all sorts of Chungai. Thank you, Booligan, if you're watching this. Shouts out to you. The other place people go is DefCAD, which is, in my opinion, not the best because you have to pay. And anytime you have to pay, this is kind of about open source. And if you're a DefCAD guy and you're watching this, I don't know, I'm sorry, but not a big fan because you have to pay for this Legio membership and sign up, and I don't know if it's like 50 or 60 bucks. I've never downloaded anything from DefCAD. Anyway, moving forward, some YouTube channels to check out. I'm going to list through these because I don't want this to be too long of a video, but I'm just going to riff them off, okay? 3D Print General, great guy. If you haven't watched this stuff yet, check it out. Booligan Shooting Sports, I already mentioned. Ivan Prints Guns, Ivan the Troll, Navi Go Boom on Twitter, great creator and designer. He's working on a 3D printed MP5 in beta right now, which I am printing. Check out Ivan Prints Guns on YouTube, great YouTube. Also YouTube Control Pew, YouTube Hoffman Tactical. Another great creator who I've been paying attention to recently is 3D Arms. Check out 3D Arms. He printed a 50 BMG lower receiver, and he's working in an AR-15 pump action and lots of cool stuff. And his own shotgun, printed entirely, homemade parts. Okay, next, P80 Ralph. Roast me. Roast your build. P80 Ralph, fun creator, was working on P80s, now he's into 3D printing. I'm sure you've seen the Roast My Build stuff. check his stuff out. I'll put all these in the description. Smokey Shoot Shoot, entertaining creator on YouTube, doing 3D printed gun stuff. What's up, Smokey Shoot Shoot? Durwood doesn't upload a lot, but he's definitely an OG of the 3D printing fun scene. So check out Durwood VW on YouTube. Also, Chairman1, just check out his stippling, and his remixes are absolutely impeccable. Chairman1's YouTube, Arts and Crafts with Chairman1. The next is Print Your 2A. They also have a website where you can get certain resources for funds, and they have a YouTube. They don't upload that often, but definitely check out Print Your 2A. Got some good guides on there. Next is Digital Nimbus Labs. Digital Nimbus Labs, kind of newer on the scene in the last few months, last year or so, but awesome creator. Has a YouTube, just Digital Nimbus Labs, but is known for the Invader PDW, which is like a PDW flux, kind of printed flux basically for your Glocks or even SIGs now. So he's just got a bunch of really cool stuff. Check him out. Great creator. Also, Mr. Snow Makes does one of the early adopters of the PSR channel and was offering support from the very beginning. So shouts out to him. Fun content. Next is Proto Firearms. Proto Firearms is a young chap. Got a YouTube. He's working on a entirely printed AR with the AR upper that's printed. He's young guy doing a lot of cool design stuff, so check out Proto Firearms. The next is Evan Jones. Evan Jones, really fun YouTube channel. He doesn't just build funds, but also builds planes, and he's working on a plane. So I got to meet him at the Gundies this year. Evan Jones is awesome. Also, last but not least, check out Fudbusters. Has some cool 3D printing fun content. Also, a lawyer, not your lawyer, but he can be, maybe, if you pay him. All right, next and not least, of course, is our non-fun channels, but they're still very fun, but they're not for funds, if you know what I mean. So the next channels are 3D printing resources, good channels to check out on YouTube that are not directly related to funds. Okay, so CNC Kitchen, great channel. Check out CNC Kitchen. I'm gonna put these all in the description. Next, we got Tomb of 3D Printed Horrors. This channel has helped me out a lot. Now, check out this channel if you're having issues with your 3D prints. Also, 3D Print General, great resource. He's got a book on all the errors that you might encounter in 3D printing. If you're a beginner, next, Chep. Check out Chep. All sorts of guides on how to install upgrades to your enders and stuff like that. I've found him to be a good resource. The next guy, Thomas Sanlanderer. I hope we got that right. Thomas Sanlanderer. Guy who does a lot of great reviews, builds. He did a Voron recently. Great YouTube channel. Last but not least, one of my favorites, Naomi Sexy Cyborg Woo. Great creator, not just doing 3D printing stuff, but just doing really cool maker projects in general, reviews. Check her out. And really, that's about it. I hope this gave you enough information to kind of do some exploring. And hopefully my the grandpa in the beginning, maybe you now know where to go. Like I said, it's the fun, the Fun CAD Developer Index on Google. Great place to start. All right, thank you guys for watching. We've got more builds coming up. This is not a printed one, but this was a build process, and I will get to doing this very soon. We are gonna test this out. This is a special one, but you're gonna have to wait on that. And then we've got the PSR54, now very, very close to final iteration, which I'm excited about. And we've got our printed MP5. We've got a possible UMP in 45 that's printed as well, and a bunch of other fun stuff. So stay tuned. We got more projects coming. SIG522 by Vin Nguyen also coming soon. Anyway, thank you for joining me on this little episode of Print, Shoot, Repeat Education Room. I hope you have a great rest of your week. Love you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.
Oh, hey, I wanted to tell you a story. Story about my nephew. I was going over. No. Oh, Peppy, I told you. I tell you. No, can't have a southern drawl. You can't have a southern drawl. Well, I tell you, listen to me. Wisconsin. Wow. Oh, can't go over there, no. He said, hey, what are you doing? Oh, okay. Why not go over there? Oh, no, I don't know. Why not? Maybe I'll go over there. Hey. Oh, yeah, getting choke milk don't got me a hormel sandwich. I'll eat some spam. Maybe. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah. Sounds good. Huh. You guys, you gotta just admire the insanity, the levels of insanity. I am very sane, but sometimes, in order to be sane, you gotta have flashes of a little bit of fucking insanity, eh? You gotta try Canadian.